What's going on, you guys? It's me, Krabby. Welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed the last story time. You guys should definitely watch it if you haven't already. It was pretty crazy. But today's story time is also a pretty crazy one, even though it might be a little shorter than the other one. But today's story time is about the time I set police car on fire, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get right into today's story. Today's story time takes place in my hometown, Albany, New York. I was only 8 years old. This was back in 2007, I believe. This stupid idea occurred around the time my home and family was a disaster. My mom and dad were super heavy on drugs. My dad was super sick from the cancer, and this was like the time right before he died. I know I realized I just said from the cancer. Anyways, we'll continue. So I was a bad kid, especially when I used to go outside. And since my parents were on drugs and weren't really responsible or even responsive at times, everyone in the house were pretty wild. It was pretty wild, including myself, of course. When I was bored, I either played on PlayStation 2 or I used to go outside. We were only allowed in front of our house and up the block from the house. Also, we were allowed down the block where we had like a grocery store and a chicken spot. Delicious food in that chicken spot, by the way. My favorite meal from there was the Italian cheeseburger. It has like a burger meat and cheese and ketchup, of course, but also it has like mayonnaise and french fries in that burger. It was so delicious. You guys should definitely try it out someday if you haven't already. Anyways, in front of our house, we had a courthouse and like a police station, and me and my brother and sisters were always like skating or riding our bikes around the building, and it had like little ramps and stuff. There was these little trees and branches like with red berries. We used to eat them or even throw it at each other just for fun and stuff. We were bored, I guess. There was also a picnic table on the side of the building with some grass, and it was like gated, you know what I mean? I used to eat snacks there, with friends, and I used to just chill there with friends. In the back of the courthouse, there was a parking lot, okay? So there's times where I'd be super bored and feel super lonely. And one day, I was feeling bored and lonely and wasn't able to go outside. I was like locked in, grounded, punished. So I decided to sneak out, I sneaked out that day, and it was a pretty hot day, maybe like 3 in the afternoon as well. It was probably, I don't know, I can't tell you like the degrees or anything, or Celsius, I don't know what I'm going to say to you, but I don't know. It was hot, all right? And maybe 3 in the afternoon. And so I found these matches in my house somewhere, so I took them, okay? I used to always steal like my parents' lighters and matches, even cigarettes. But I'll explain that some other story time, okay? This is only story time for another day. Okay, so I remember sneaking out, running across the street to the courthouse, and then I ran to the side of the building where the grass and picnic table were at. And I just sat there, maybe did a couple flips off the table and off the wooden gate. But then I got bored and decided to pull out the matches. I tried a couple things before anything with the matches, but that's another story for another time. But I then decided to walk behind the building where the parking lot was, and I was just there walking, and I remember seeing this cop car there, and its back window was cracked open. Nobody was in it. And I don't know why, and I'm serious, I wonder why. Like, what the hell I was thinking? I mean, I knew exactly what I was thinking, but why? Like, why did I feel like I needed to do that, So as you guys can already expect, I was thinking, what if I light the rest of the matches full flame and then toss it through the window? And that's exactly what I did. I lit one match, lit the other matches with the one match, and then I let the whole thing burn up, the whole box, and then I just threw it, I tossed it inside the window, I tossed it right inside the window. It landed right on the back seat. And then I saw it still, like, it was still in flames. So I dipped. I ran around the building, back across the street, and went home. I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering, like, if the cop car actually caught on fire or not. Or if the matches were even able to set the car on fire. We'll definitely get into that in just a moment, guys. Just know, yes, the car did catch on fire. But I bet you guys are also wondering how I got home safe without getting called from my parents. And that's easy. It was perfect timing. My parents were in the bathroom. So when I knocked on the door, one of my sisters opened the door, and I ran to my sister's room. But then my parents came out the bathroom, asking them about what happened. I was super paranoid. I was hoping I won't get caught. And then I hear like loud knocking on our door. And I hear like, Albany police, open up the door or something, like, and then I obviously hear the radio and stuff, and like, I knew they were looking for me, so I hid in the closet. I hear them asking for a kid with my description, and my parents were like, I don't know what you're talking about, my kids were inside this whole time with me, and they didn't even go outside today. And then these cops just took my parents across the street to show them the evidence, the footage that they caught on the camera. And of course, my parents see me on the video and they were shocked. But they definitely knew it was me. And yeah, thank God the car didn't get completely in flames. Cause when I threw the matches inside, it was in flames. And once I ran across the street, and then the cop was luckily there and he stopped the fire from progressing. And fortunately, and then by the way, those cop seats were out of like old leather, and it was like totally black after, like, cause the next day I went to see how much damage I did, and it was bad, but not really. And to be honest, I don't know how I was safe after that. To be honest, like I should have been detained or something, even though I was only 11. I mean, only 11. I was only 8. But I'm glad I was actually safe after that, because then it gave me time to actually change and be a better person, learn from the vicious act, But to be honest, guys, things get way worse after that. So yeah, that's a whole different story for a whole different day. But yeah, like I would definitely expose that in another story time video. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's story time. The moral of the story of today's story is to always pay attention to your kids. Not only pay attention to them, but pay attention to their needs, as in physically or emotionally be there for them. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was it for today's story time. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know on the comment section below what's one of your crazy childhood memories or experiences. Also, I now have 3 stories. 3 stories on my channel. So if you haven't watched the other 2 stories, you definitely should go watch it right now, dude, or ASAP. You wouldn't want to miss out, dude. But guys, let me know which story is your favorite so far. Much love to all of you. Catch you guys in the next story time. Peace.
You're not making this easy, are you? No matter. Crushing will be all the more satisfying.